Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions. Just put your political questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we have got a fantastic community because of you. Thank you. Thank you. You're so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out, and I timestamp them as I go. Or you can even just watch back on 1.25 speed or something like that. I do that a lot on YouTube. It can be quite useful. This part at the beginning where I'm talking quickly, it'll go, but then the rest works pretty well. Do hit the like button. Do subscribe if you like to watch, if you have come back, because it really does make a big difference, and I really appreciate it. I'm actually going to use Old Faithful today. Steve says, Autumn and Chat, special day. Mom doing relatively okay. 97 years young. I don't feel like I'm 97. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Steve's mom. Awesome. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Old Faithful here. Ricky says, and the star of the show, the only cat who knows all the episodes of Schoolhouse Rock and can sing Conjunction Junction by heart. Boo Boo's and Kitty. Yes. But he's hiding at the moment. A nurse came to help my dad, and he has gone eek, and he's hiding. I hope he comes in later. Anyway, all right. Oh, wow. I might have to switch over to the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck because it's smaller than this. I've gotten used to it, but anyway. Cassie Klein says, oh, yes, I love Old Faithful. Yes, conjunction, junction, what's that function? Yeah, I won't sing anymore. I'll get dinged. All right, so boy, oh boy, do we have stuff to read on today. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're hearing rumblings. Is that joy and wonderfulness you hear in the distance? Oh, because it has come out this morning. Trump allies bracing for indictment as special counsel wraps up Mar-a-Lago document probe. Squeak. And not Kavanaugh squee. That's gross. I mean, like, yay. All right. And then many of you were talking about it. Velda Rae was asking, does anyone know, must Jack Smith recommend all indictments, or can he recommend one at a time? I would just like to see some movement from Jack Smith. We'll definitely read on that. Kay Rubio said Jack Smith can recommend indictments at any time, does not have to do them all at once. Fair enough. It's really what Merrick Garland decides whether he's going to move on them all at once or not. Earth Yogi said recently Smith asked for business records for Trump going back to 2017. And Velda Rae said, I'm wanting to see Trump's smirk smile disappear when Jack Smith's indictment recommendations come out. Yeah. Well, the reason we are asking about this, let me here we go. Let me see. There are two different. Yes. Okay. Trump allies are bracing for indictment. Special counsel Jack Smith is finished with collecting testimony and other evidence in his investigation into Donald Trump's classified documents taken to Mar-a-Lago, according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. Those close to the former president are bracing for his indictment and are searching for ways to fundraise off a prosecution. On Monday, the New York Times reported the Justice Department had subpoenaed financial documents from 7 of Trump's overseas companies in conjunction with the document probe. Why would you need financial documents? Why would you need financial documents unless somebody was possibly, I don't know, selling a few things? Deborah Johnson says, and you know who isn't bracing for indictments? Hillary. Exactly. So, this feels like an overloaded Celtic. It just does. It just does. All right. Move the microphone back. Hopefully it won't kick me out. All right. And remember, it's for oh my gosh, I spilled my coffee. All right, I'll have to use a clean side. For entertainment only, YouTube. Made a mess. What happened there? Okay. Anyway. All right, let me tilt this down. We're going to ask about Jack Smith. Is he about to move? He's about going to go to Garland. And we have some other questions here too about will Garland prosecute Trump? I saw someone in the chat asked that, but I'm afraid I didn't get your name. I'm sorry. I'd like to give you guys credit for your questions and your comments. And then we have some questions about like Kushner and other Republicans and stuff. But let's do an overloaded Celtic on Jack Smith. Kathy Delisle says, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Velda Rae says, Trump trading money for documents. Totally believable. It is. It's like, yeah, that tracks. That would. It would. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to tilt you down. And hopefully the camera won't fall. Like that. Okay. You're going to go up just a little bit. Like it or not. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Ack! All right. Try it one more time. One more time. If I do this, do you stay or not? Fingers crossed. All right. So Jack Smith is finishing up. Polly Wanda says, hello, darlings. Hello, darling. Mwah, mwah. All right. Jack Smith. The Trump top secret documents case. He has finished gathering evidence, taking witness statements, apparently. All right. Come on, Jack Smith. Queen of Wands. So it's not just him. I mean, obviously Trump is the center of it, but there were people around Trump who were helping him. Ack! All right. Why are you acting up today? Normally you just stay where you're supposed to be. So why do I need to hook something behind this? Hang on. Sorry. Trying to figure out a way to make this stay where it should. If I pull that under here, sorry, really close Okay, that should work better. All right. So Jack Smith. So it's not just Trump. In the past, Trump did what he wanted, took action. I do what I want. I'm a spoiled brat, that kind of thing. Center of the reading, King of Pentacles. Allegedly, this would be a businessman making money. Hanging above this is Trump, the man, and then this is legally silent as a tomb, as in he lied about whether or not he'd given everything over. Oh no, there's nothing here. Nothing to see here. Move along. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. At the base of the reading, the Seven of Swords, which is a thief card and a card of secrets. So, yeah. All right. Oh, Jack Smith. Home environment for Trump. Oh, Queen of Swords. Investigation right up in his business, in his home. Not that that's really a home. That's he lives at rental properties. Anyway, hopes and fears. We just want Trump to be held accountable, properly accountable in a court of law. That's all we want. That's very simple. And that's his greatest fear. What other people see? Magician. Oh, please tell me we're going to see Jack Smith pull a rabbit out of his hat. Ho, ho, ho. All right, the challenge. It's not much of a challenge anymore. All of Trump's garbage about he can do what he wants. He declassified them with his mind. Or whatever else. It's just that we've already heard those arguments. All right, near future 1 and 2, final outcome 1, 2, and 3. All right, near future 1, justice card. Hi. Near future, boom, justice card. Near future 2, 6 of Swords. Ooh, somebody may have to come in for arraignment. Yeah. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. I could kiss these cards. All right. Final outcome 1, 2, and 3. 1. Oh, that's going to legally hurt Trump. 2. Chaos of the moon. Lunacy. And hemmed in. You are toast. You are Donald J. for Genius Trump. You are toast, you moron. You arrogant blankety blank. You are toasted on both sides. Yeah. Kaboom. And it's all bad for Trump. I agree, Kathy Delisle. Beautiful. Oh, bigly trouble. And it couldn't happen to a bigger jerk because it'd be hard to find a bigger jerk. All right. Let's see, do we have... At 14 minutes in, let me do another one. 14. Question was, will Garland prosecute Trump? And how will that go? By the way, I did a recorded hour-long live stream with Andre from Astrology Alert yesterday, and he's going to send me the video. I might actually add some graphics to it, because what we were talking about was pretty advanced stuff that some people may not be familiar with. So I might add some graphics, because he said he was going to give me a version. So if I can find the time, I want to do that. Anyway, but he was talking about Trump coming up in August. There's something in what's called a progress chart that for 27 years, his ascendant has been in Libra, which has been to his benefit. And this August, after 27 years, his ascendant is moving into Scorpio, the natural detective of the zodiac, ruled by Pluto, which digs under everything and turns over every rock. Oh, it's going to be great. Okay. So, but will Merrick Garland prosecute Trump? Or say, okay, whomever, the DOJ is prosecuting Trump and his ilk, but especially Trump. Merrick Garland. Well, you can't say he's not fair, because he is. He's just, anyway, doesn't matter. All right, Merrick Garland. Are you going to prosecute Trump or have someone, like, it doesn't have to be you. Obviously, you could assign somebody to do it, but, or are you just going to go, oh gosh, I don't know. It does feel to me like Garland does not like Trump. Does not like Trump. Not. So it's not like he has some kind of sympathies or, I don't know, I need to be neutral. He's trying to be reasonable. But he's not a fan. But again, a friend was asking, I thought it's Jack Smith case, or does Garland have to prosecute Trump? Jack Smith has to go to Merrick Garland with the recommendations on who to prosecute. But it's Merrick Garland's decision whether or not to prosecute Trump. But considering Jack Smith is going to come back with recommendations from grand juries, chances should be really high that Garland's like, all right, we're doing this. So this article on Trump and his ilk about them being nervous right now, they should be. It feels very strongly like it should be. And it feels almost like some clean air, some cool, clean air hitting my arms. Like, oh, clean. Yeah, Ricky. Hey, Merrick Garland, clean up on aisle everything. Exactly. In the past, Hierophant. Well, he did bring in Jack Smith to remove as much argument of bias as he could. Center of the reading. Page of Wands. All right. Oh, that's a messenger. Above this, two major arcana. Empress, this is the country. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is about to turn. That's what that feels like. Base of the reading. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Trump, he denied, he had things, he lied to the government. And here, this Knight of Pentacles might, enter Tim on YouTube, this might be where Smith was subpoenaing Trump's business records back through 2017 to see if there was a little, little commerce going on. I have something you want, you have something I want. Mm-hmm. All right, home environment. The plan. Well, the plan was not exactly hard to figure out. Whatever this plan that Trump had, and it's all there. Okay, hopes and fears. Oh, yeah. If Garland goes forward, this is ugly for Trump. Oh, thank you, Kathy Ritchie. Thank you. Happy days. Yes, thank you. Makes a big difference. Thank you. All right, what other people see? Well, Trump, the dynasty. He's gotten away with so much for so long. And the challenge. I don't know if there's much of a challenge. There's just theft. And trying to say, well, it's like what Biden did or what other people did. No, they didn't argue. They didn't lie that they had stuff that they didn't lie that they didn't have stuff when they did. There's actual more proof here of intent and theft. Mm-hmm. All right, near future 1 and 2. Final outcome 1, 2, and 3. Near future 1. That's evidence. 8 of Cups. Evidence could be the result of a grand jury. 9 of Cups. These are my 2 cards of evidence. This is gathering, organizing. This is everything laid out, ready to go. So that's what Jack Smith will come to Merrick Garland with. Results of the grand jury and the evidence here on a platter. Final outcome, 3 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Ace of Cups. This is us being pleased, and this is a big start. Big movement by the DOJ, because Biden is a king of cups there, and I get cups for Democrats because he's Biden's attorney general. It's cups, and this is a big action, and this is anybody who's been involved in this very much on the defensive, and us being quite pleased. But this, you'll notice there aren't, other than what's hanging up over here, there isn't as much major arcana, because I think the main decisions are made in the grand jury and in Jack Smith's organization and what he's gathered and how he's organized it. I think that's where the real power is. But this feels like Garland going, okay, it's all in order, move along. It's like he gets it and he goes, okay, pass it on. Move forward. Love to lose same says the good question is when. Oh, I understand. Well, it's toward the end of May. It's May 23rd. And obviously, May 23rd, 2023. June, July, August. These next 3 months are going to be huge. Huge. All right, and I want to say the Bragg case against Trump falsifying records. Is that the one that just got a court date or about to get a court date in February or March? All right. At 23:30. 23:30. Will Kushner ever get indicted or properly investigated? Let's ask, will Kushner ever get indicted? Earth Yogi, if that's okay. Kushner. The human stock photo. The mean executive human stock photo. Page of Pentacles. This is a card I've often gotten for him because he's still so much in the shadow of his father and his father-in-law. And he doesn't even come up as a knight. It's this. I mean, he looks like a mannequin. Anyway. Ace of Wands. Magician. The Devil's right in the middle. 2 of Wands. 8 of Wands. There's some kind of rumbling here. things that Kushner did, and entertainment only, but really, devil right in the middle kind of speaks to kind of what we're talking about. Communication. And a lot of it, and a lot of actions. There's a lot there. And there's a rumbling here with the magician. Someone's standing up. But is it going to be thorough? Is it going to be soon? I don't really need to tell you this, but his energy is mean. He's mean. Lois McDonald, Plastic Man Jared. Sheila R. says he's very unusual looking to me. Yeah. Alexander Bellino says Saudi always comes to mind for me when I hear his name. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Kathy Ritchie says, when the devil comes up in your cards, you may be evil, especially if it's in the middle. Roxana Lee says he looks callous and arrogant. Yeah. King of Pentacles. Oh, he thinks he is all that. He was stepping up and making deals with the big boys after that just disastrous, stupid idea to buy 666 Fifth Avenue. Worst deal ever. And then he was slogging around the world begging for help, trying to use American power for his own advantage to save his behind. It's gross. Devil, magician, again magician, 8 again. I shuffled. There's somebody. I'm not getting a big justice card in the middle, but we hear rumblings now and then. Diane H. Will Jared remain married to Ivanka? I have always picked up on them going their separate ways. I've picked up on her remarrying, but I don't wish divorce on anybody. That's just what I'm picking up. Carolyn Ochoa is asking, has anyone ever seen him in jeans and a t-shirt? And there was someone else up here saying, Deborah Johnson was asking, has anyone ever seen him interact with his kids? On both of those counts, yeah, you can Google pictures on Kushner and the stuff comes up. And what it looks like is exactly what you would imagine it looks like. When he puts on jeans and whatever, he looks like a mannequin who's been redressed. And when he interacts with his kids, the only time I've ever seen it was a going out in public, keep everything organized kind of thing. I've not personally seen him laughing and joking and that kind of thing with his kids, but I don't know. All right, magician. Somebody is on his plastic rear end. His plastic behind. Someone quietly on the side is looking right at him. Ace of Cups. Hermit. Quietly in the background. I wonder if there's a grand jury we're going to find out about. High Priestess. 4 of Cups. I'm getting, the old expression, the old English expression, softly, softly, catchy monkey. Yeah. Softly, softly. So, I'm getting in the background. So, whoever you are, magician, please proceed. Okay. Okie dokie. So, Dr. Nancy was saying that, was saying that Lori from the Way of Positive Change saw a tower for Kushner. I'm getting the magician, the one who's setting the legal charges where they belong. So I'm trying to get together with Lori from the Way of Positive Change. So, and I'm also trying to get together with Kirsten Langston. So we'll see. Wow, being all social. It's very hard for me to reach out to people. Even people I want to thank, even people I know I'm going to have a good interaction with. I still have, I've got Saturn on my ascendant, so that limits how I present myself always. But I also have, I'm sorry to say, I still have some trauma that I'm trying to work my way through. So if you have been kind enough to send me something and I have not thanked you, it's hard for me. And I apologize, but I'm grateful for everything you've ever done. I am so grateful. And I have every gift receipt, and can hold them. So, Joyce Matthews, how did things go with Andre? Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was absolutely grand. And he was like, let's do this again soon. And I was like, absolutely. So, all right. All right. So, all right. Kathy Delia, we are in this together. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. All right. This isn't heinous, but if you're eating something, you might want to put it down for a minute because it's just, ew. At 32:45. Ew. We know how MPG, the battle axe, has been trying to ingratiate herself with people like McCarthy, and right? Apparently they had a fundraiser. Ready? Yeah, Sheila, or brace yourself. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Marjorie Taylor Greene bid $100,000 to buy chapstick used by Kevin McCarthy at a GOP auction. Ew. 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 Ricky says, I already know where this is going. Your Earth Yogi gag. Yeah. Yeah, gross, says Kathy Ritchie. Yeah. Sheila Stewart says, cringe. M. Kelpie says, ew, yuck. Jolie S. says, ew, yucky. Karen McLeod's like, sage. Yeah, exactly. Heather from Rosa, ew, but why? And Cindy's asking, why would anyone want that? And Pretty in Blue has a very good point. COVID's still a thing, you know. Sarah's still recovering. Her whole family still has COVID. Anyway, so how's it going, Battle Axe? She has a podcast named Battleground, and she's awful. So I call her Battle Axe, or Empty G. Thanks to a fantastic suggestion from the chat. So, ingratiating yourself, huh? That's gross. Okay. But how's she going to do politically? If John France says, I will never balm my lips again. That's awesome. Ew. Ew. Sherlock Holmes says it sounds like something an obsessive fan would do. Yeah. Joyce Matthews says, how does she know it was his? He said so. Oh, I'm sorry. Star Melody. Elizabeth B says, I lost my appetite. I'm sorry. I'd put on... Earth Yogi says, I wouldn't pay a penny. I would put on a plastic glove to go put it in the trash. I think I'm going to sneeze. 5 of Cups. Yeah, that's just nasty. I'm sorry. That's just nasty. Oh, Pretty in Blue says, I'm wondering how close they are. This wasn't gross enough? Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. Just gross. You're so cute. You're so cute. No. We're looking at the grossness, but we could use some kitty cuteness. Yes, we could. We could use some kitty cuteness because you are the kitty. Because you are the kitty. You are the precious. You are the precious. You can do it if you want. Here we go. All right. There you go. All right. Ugh. Gross. All right. Illusion, delusion. And also random garbage. Actually, that I do feel better. Bring his energy around. That's gross. Cindy says we need a whole herd of cats after that one. Mm-hmm. Devil. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh. I keep getting troubles coming for her. And she's just going about her merry, petty, vicious ways. And suddenly, she and others are out in the cold. Okay. Hope you can still hear me. Something's coming for her. Oh, Earth Yogi, what flavor? Oh, no, we're just going to say mint and move on. Oh, ew. All right, something's coming for her. Oh, oof. Wow. Gross, 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 gross. Ugh. Sage on my cards. All right. Sage can sit on the cards as I pull up the next question. All right. At 39 minutes in, Constance had a question at 39. All right. Thank you so much for being here today. We can go through the news together. Thank you. All right. The Republicans in the House are wasting time and money on really dumb committees. Thank you, Constance. I wholeheartedly agree. Will they pay for it in 2024? Thank you, Kathy Ritchie. Anna says, fresh. You guys are funny. Oh, gosh. All right. Okay, so, yeah, Tish L. Just imagine what $100,000 could do for feeding America or No Kids Hungry. I haven't donated $100,000 to them. Maybe someday I'll be able to say I have, but anyway. Will they pay for it in 2024? The fact that the Republicans have been wasting taxpayer time and money. Wasting time and taxpayer money. Kathy Delisle's hoping it's ensuring a blue tsunami. Oh, their plan. Hunter Biden's laptop. Hunter, there is no Hunter Biden's laptop. There isn't. Show me a picture. Show me a picture of Hunter Biden's laptop. There's the hard drive that Giuliani bought from Russians in Ukraine, but there's no laptop. Anyway, Page of Pentacles, Hermit, Four of Swords, Nine of Justice. Honestly, I don't know that the stupid committees are going to be their problem or their biggest problem, because they're wasting money. Yes. And Jim Jordan is embarrassing himself and making the FBI look really good. Thank you for restoring the reputation of the FBI, Jimmy Jim. It's going nowhere. However, before everyone thinks, oh, he's just sitting pretty, there's a big old justice card in the end, and that's not controlled by Jimmy Jim. There are legal problems coming for those who think they're sitting pretty. Michelle L., does anyone know who's supposed to have this fictional laptop? Oh, there are multiple copies. Multiple copies with different things on them. People have been uploading things onto them. There's a folder on it apparently called laptop. Supposedly, I guess it was supposed to be, was it some kind of small MacBook, or was it an iPad type thing? But anyway, whatever it was supposed to be, the model could only hold 256 gigs, and there's 400 and some on the hard drive. Yeah, Roxana Lee. Will the real Hunter Biden laptop please stand up? All right, stupid committees and the stupid people on them. Hermit. It's not working. There's stupid committees. It's not working. Knight of Wands. Congratulations. You've paraded some conspiracy theorists along. Magician and burden. And it's not a burden of proof. Well, burden of proof in the sense if you have to prove what you're saying, but they come in with their conspiracy theories. Democrats have a few things to say, or just the stupidity of their arguments, and then they walk out burdened. Waste of time. But I have been picking up, there's some legal stuff coming. So, all right. Michelle L. had a question at 44. Do the cards foresee multiple special elections for the U.S. House seats anytime this year? If so, will this affect Kevin McCarthy's squeakership? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Squeakership. That's awesome, Michelle. That was awesome. By the way, I have not heard a single word yet about the kitty up here. I thought it was so cute. Squeakership. That was awesome. Anyway. All right. Sorry, make this 45 minutes in. Do the cards foresee multiple special elections for the U.S. House seats this year? Well, does it need to be this year? Could it be before the next election? If so, will it affect Kevin McCarthy's squeakership? Thank you, Roxana Lee. Did someone posted about the space cat? Oh, thank you. Anne says, you missed it. Somebody noticed UFO kitty. Oh, good. Betty says, I think it's cute too. I just didn't want to interrupt. Well, thank you for that. I saw it, was like, oh my God, it's so cute. I have to use it. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. The brothers are having a disagreement downstairs. Okay. Well, hello, lucky girl. 9 of Swords. That's some legal, that's some legislative worry. All right, 3 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles, Emperor, Lovers, Higher Wisdom. That isn't secrets, that's higher wisdom. So he does have a squeakership. He barely made it in. Now he's in that position, and he's got his issues with the far more extreme part of his caucus, or his party, but like people in, they're as far as the Republicans go, they're right to be leery of kicking out George Santos because a Democrat will take that seat. And. So, but I'm not, let me see if I can get anything else because I'm not really getting a whole lot of voting. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Ricky says, and the star of the show, the new captain of the Millennium Falcon, Boo-Boo's and Kitty. Yes. All right, hang on. Hey. I know he's a pain. Now, you can blame Brave Sir Alfred, who's the one making all the noise. But the reality is, this one is the one who, as Sarah says, writes checks with his mouth, writes checks with his mouth that his little fuzzy butt can't cash. Ow, Alfie, ow, hey. Oh, good grief. Sorry. McCarthy. King of Pentacles, Hanged Man, 5 of Cups, Moon. Hello, Trouble. 9 of Pentacles. So these aren't necessarily cards of elections, but this is a suspension. Major Arcana suspension and Major Arcana chaos. And here's disappointment on the right. So even though maybe they will manage to keep control, but boy, there's a whole lot of pain right in the middle of this for them. So that's all I'm getting. Okay. Kathy DeLass's kitty children. Yeah. But now here's Boo-Boo right here, looking out the window, pretending that nothing happened. All right. Earth Yogi had a good question at 4930. 4930. Will gerrymandering and voter suppression cause dems to lose in 24 in general? Are you coming up? Come here, sweetheart. Boo-Boo. Boo-Boo. Will gerrymandering and voter suppression cause Democrats to lose in 24? Well, they're definitely trying to give their voters an advantage on the right. Like it doesn't benefit them. Uh-huh. All right, there's the Republican dynasty. This almost feels like corralling the Democratic votes in one place, like gerrymandering. Page 1's. All right, so this is the icky stuff they're doing, but will it work? They're going to start panicking toward the end, because what it comes down to, all of your talk of, I mean, with the inflation we've had, whoever's in power right now should just get electorally buried. And it's not been the case, and it won't be the case, because you keep taking away rights. And inflation is not as, it's weakening now that we're getting further away from the pandemic, because the inflation isn't an overabundance of in the money supply. It's all kind of economic shock from the pandemic. There's no way the whole world could come to a stop like that without there being fallout. And we have survived it. But now these jerks who should be walking away with every election are not, because they have embraced their inner fascists. And you know what? Too many voters are saying, get stuffed. Yeah. Oh, Frida Smet. Sir Alfred's my favorite since he disappeared, nearly broke Autumn's heart. Oh my gosh, I try not to think about that. It's very upsetting, but he's okay. He's okay. He gets brushed a couple of times a day with the tap on in front of him on really just a trickle, and he has the run of the house. But yes, who's the troublemaker? Who's the one who actually causes the arguments? Boo boo. Because he gets jealous anytime Alfie comes around. Janelle says women will show up. Exactly. And I agree, Earth Yogi, turnout is key. Yeah. Roxana Lee says, my favorite color is forever blue. Mm-hmm. Dr. Nancy says, I'm concerned about a third party in RFK Jr. running against Joe. Well, RFK Jr., I don't know that he's going to turn out to be as much of an issue as people are worried about, because, I mean, he's an anti-vaxxer. And people are really sick of that. They're sick of this garbage from the right. They want sanity. So Betty Cantrell says you are his. Oh, boo-boos? Yes. He thinks so. Yeah, I agree, Teresa Ford. He's a Fruit Loop. Yeah. But we'll check more specifically, and it's starting to. Oh, Greta says, I read yesterday that Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin might run as a third party. Third party? Well, she's already an independent. So, yeah. Whew. All right. Tom Scott. Diane H. wants to know, does Tom Scott have a chance for the nomination? 5430. Does Tom Scott have a chance for nomination for president? Another crazy Republican. Tom Scott. Why can I not remember everybody? I wish I could. There's so many of them. And the heinousness, after a while, it's just like, do I care? I should care, but I don't. They're awful. Tom Scott. Oh, he's an English YouTuber and web developer. I'm guessing we're talking about the politician. Politician. Radio talk host and realtor. Is he 65, born in Connecticut? He was a Connecticut state senator. Is this who are we talking about? The same person? More about Tom Scott. U.S. Senator. Oh, that Tom Scott. Okay, this is a whole completely different Tom Scott. South Carolina Senator. Thank you. South Carolina. Oh, this person. Share screen. This Tom Scott. Okay, all right. Scott and colleagues stand with Israel. This is on his website. Passes resolution recognizing Jewish American Heritage Month. Blah, blah, blah. Him. So is there talk that he's thinking about signing up to be run for president? Presidential candidate? Oh, he is the newest 2024 GOP presidential candidate. Okay, I'm really behind. Okay, so he has announced it. He announced it yesterday. Okay, sorry, I'm slow. Some days I'm slow, and today's one of those days. Okay. Cheryl Clark says he's so religious, loves the evangelicals. He declared yesterday, says Tish L. So does Susie Buckingham. Carol Ochoa says he's running. Yes, says he's already declared. Divine Clarity says he declared yesterday. Kathy Delisle says he announced and the mics died. Are you serious? And I did hear something about, I thought it might have been him who did a kind of Dean scream, but who cares? I mean, the Dean scream should have mattered, but did he, Kathy Delisle, seriously, he announced and the mics died? Tim Scott. Wait, that's a message from God, says Kathy Delisle. Tim Scott. That's what I've, okay, so Tim Scott. Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, Mrs. Maddow had a field day with his announcement. I bet she did. All right, Tim Scott. Future president of the United States. Sandy Miller. Hey, says I might have touched, put the highlights together. Oh dear, I'll have to go looking for that. Alice McDonald said the microphone died for 15 minutes. When God couldn't be bothered to hit the building with lightning, just off. Okay. Jolene Larson said Rachel was so funny comparing him to Peter Brady. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, he's in the running. Ace of Pentacles. He's going to have to raise a lot of money. Seven of Wands on the defensive. Six of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Good luck. He's in the running. He's going for speed. She's all alone in her time of need. Anyway, he's going to need a ton of money. And it's not going so well, and he'll stumble and get up and stumble, and the plan, and there's no major arcana here. There's the amount of money you need to actually run for president is stupid. Let's just say I'm picking up on a lot of running in place. So, Sheila R., it's a sign. Yeah. Yeah. Velda Rae says more Republicans in the race and the money gets thinner. Exactly. Cheryl Clark says he has 1% of people's votes so far. Woo! Okay. Harold was asking a question yesterday. I want to make sure I get to it at 1 hour 30 seconds. Going overseas. Has anyone ever read on the state of the nuclear weapons in Russia? I mean, their military ended up being from the 20th century. Could their nukes be in bad shape as well? I would think so. Karen McLeod says 3 of Pentacles. Back to the drawing board. Oh yeah. They're gonna have a plan. And you can have plans all day long, but if part of your plan is a lot of action by somebody else, how can you plan for that? You can only plan. You only control you. Anyway, Russian nuclear weapons. Ew. Oh, I'm sure they're in great shape. Considering the state of the rest of their military. The dynasty. Who cares? Hierophant. Institutions. Ace of Cups. 2 of Swords. 6 of Swords. Queen of Wands. Honestly, what I'm getting is, heaven forbid, and I don't pick up on, knock on wood, they will never be launched. But this is not an 8 of Wands flying through the air. This is a like they fired their nukes and it didn't even have a chance to sweetie, come here. It didn't even have a chance to arm itself because it just came out and just went thunk. Come here, sweetie. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Dud. Velda Rae. Yeah. Give me trouble. Hi. How are you? Are you doing okay? Had an eventful morning. Yes. The nurse was here. You had a fight with your brother. It's been an eventful morning. Yes. Now we're just going to hang out. Yes, he says. I'm just going to hang out here. Just going to hang out here and be cute. Dave says Russia would be smarter to just let a reactor melt. Yeah. He's a good boy. All right. Well, it is 1:23 p.m. here in Chicago. That's going to do it for me for today. You're so sweet. Thank you for being here. So at 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. On Saturday evening, we have our monthly Patreon meet and greet, tarot social, where people come on camera with me and we can chat, a whole group of us. And so that's this Saturday. And we'll just keep on keeping on, and there are good days ahead. You are not alone. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right, so take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you. Are we mad? Are we pulling on the shirt? Relax. 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 Somebody's tired. Yes, somebody's tired. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you right back here tomorrow.